Hey, this is MJ from the Selling the ATL Studios, and we are going to talk about the last sales killer. I saved this one for last because it is, in my opinion, the most important, and it is responsible for more sales kills than the other 6 combined. So that is sales killer number 7, lack of motivation. Now, if I were texting this to you or if I were sending this to you in an email, it would be in all caps and it would be bolded. It is that important. And one of the things that I get asked most by people who own houses and find out I'm a real estate agent is now a good time to sell? And I will usually answer the question back to them with I'll always answer the question back to them with my own question, and that is, I don't know, do you have to sell right now? And it's not meant to be coy, and it's not meant to play some Jedi mind trick on the person asking the question. It's to find out if they're motivated to sell. And what I mean by that, do they have to sell right now? So did they just get a job in another city, so they have to sell their house in order to get over to the new city and get on with that better job? Or did they just have a baby and they need to add a room, but they can't add a room to their current house, or just doesn't make sense to add a room to their current house for value? So they have to sell that house in order to get a bigger house. They have to sell too. They are motivated to sell. And if you are motivated to sell, it is always, always, always a good time to sell. Now, on the other side of that, if you're not motivated to sell, you might be in the space where you say, I'd like to move across town if I could, but it's really not necessary. Or if I could get the price that I want for this house, I'd probably think about selling it, but only if I could get the price for the house that I want. In that case, you're not motivated. And if that's your condition, I do have an option for you for that. If you just hit reply on this email, I'll fill you in on that option. But I would suggest to you that if you are in that condition, you should not put your house on the market because you are not motivated to sell. And here's what I can promise you. If you're not motivated to sell, you will sabotage the process 100% of the time. You'll make it impossible for somebody to come see your house. You'll ignore what the market is telling you about price. And even if you do get a full price offer, or maybe even above asking offer, you will sabotage that contract with conditions that are unreasonable to the buyer, and it'll kill the sale. I've seen it happen 100% of the time. If you are not motivated, it is not a good time to sell the house. So the fact is, though, I can only guess if you're motivated. I can ask you questions to kind of figure out if you're motivated and help you talk through it. But really, only you know if you're motivated to sell. And if you're not, it's not a good time. But if you are, it's always a good time to sell. So that is sales killer number 7. Like I said, I saved it for last because it is the most important. You have to be motivated to sell. Otherwise, you'll kill the deal. I promise that. I do have another video that's going to be coming to you that I'm going to share with you some more information. So you're going to want to keep an eye out for that. It'll be coming to you here shortly. But that was sales killer number 7. This is MJ from Selling the ATL, and I'm out.